stadium you've got to think about is Awesome Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Ducks ready to kick it away first. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, no gain on the play, and this crowd getting even more juice. For decades, Washington dominated this rivalry. Then 1994, and the pick by Kenny Wheaton took it to the house, and since that moment, this rivalry has been on.
It's been so much fun to watch. For years, it had conference championship implications. We've seen Heisman Trophy implications in this one. More recently, college football playoff implications as well. Always fun when these two teams get together.
And it doesn't matter what conference they're in. We're always watching this matchup. All eyes are on this match. They don't like each other. A lot of animosity. The coaches don't like each other. The players don't like each other. This is going to be a great ball game.
And that's why it's so important to get it to your guys quickly. That's just a simple hitch route. But because the quarterback didn't hesitate, he put it on him right away. He had space to work after he made the catch. Was able to make a defender miss and set up a nice play for the offense.
Here's a give to Washington. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, one of the reasons why it's hard to run against this defense is because of that guy right there. He's one of the best D tackles in the game, and he's got tremendous explosiveness, quicks. He's strong at the point of attack. He can shed blocks, and he completely ate that last run up.
Williams. Catch in the middle. It's Eldridge. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Really nice looking pinpoint throw there. And when I think back to Husky QBs, you think about Warren Moon, you think about Mark Brunell, the Heward brothers, what about Jake Browning? All made really good decisions. This guy, he's got a lot of arm talent, but he's also very smart.
Reads it, fires complete. Breaks a tackle, and oh my goodness, he's still moving. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to him, and it'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's Williams to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Williams to the air again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Davison. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Moore makes the grab. It's Johnson.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
The Ducks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, and you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Moore to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Ducks will hustle to the line. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Here's a heat. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down.
Black 14. Black 14. Hydro.
These corners backing off a bit. Unloads it left. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Play fake, Williams. Myers on the move. Touchdown, Huskies. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He'll bring it out. It's Davison. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Moore. Here's the pressure. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Ducks come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. First play of the period, first down here. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Throwing more. Fires to the wideout. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Moore will throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Ducks in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Dante Moore. Fires the pass, intercepted. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Uncorks it. With the catch, it's Washington. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
How how frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Third and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Throwing, Williams to the end zone, and is picked off. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Ducks. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Looks like he's going to try to return it. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll move the tight end. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Williams. Right on the money. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on third down. Pulls it in. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
The Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Williams snags it over the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And what a change in momentum. It looked like the offense was going to score points. Not only does the defense pick it off, but a great individual effort on the return, now setting their team up in field goal range to try and steal 3 points before the end of the half.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half.
Ready? 22. 22. Why did he go?
Here's Moore to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. A clutch throw and catch from the quarterback and the receiver in the end zone for the touchdown.
And I tell you what, you want to get pressure on the quarterback in these situations. You drop so many guys back deep, but as a defender, you're not trying to catch the ball. You're trying to spike that thing as hard as you can into the ground. The defense has to do a better job, but the offense makes the big play, gets the huge Hail Mary.
And they tacked on the extra point. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the jumbo formation is on the field as they line up for the 2 points. The quarterback sneaking the burrow and the push going for the 2. He is stopped short, and the gamble on the 2 to try to go on top comes up short. Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. Bringing it back. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
All right, not ideal, right? Not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone, get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs, get that first down right now.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Under fire. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long.
Here we go. Ready? Flag 18. Flag 18. Go.
Moore fires to the right. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Touchdown, Huskies. A pick 6. On to attempt the try. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Throwing more. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Throws for the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Dante Moore wants to throw again. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up. DBs will try to keep everything in front. From the gun on third down, Dante Moore looking for a huge play. And it's picked off for the third time today. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Send the tight end in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They'll try to get things off on time after the delay of game. Now it's 2nd and 12. Motion from the wideout. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere. Knocked down for a loss.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Might be changing the route. Williams from the gun on third down. Got it. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the first down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. At the 40, there he goes. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Williams on the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll give it to Washington. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Third down from the gun, Williams. Dangerous screen into traffic. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. He splits the uprights. Put a 3 spot on the board as we finish the 3rd quarter. We've reached a break. It's Washington holding the lead. Now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Moore, play action. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Freeze! Ready, go!
Dante Moore. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And, man, the tight end just hasn't been a factor all game. No catches. Finally find an opportunity to try to get him open, throw him the football, and the connection still doesn't work. Something about this quarterback-tight end connection today just hadn't been on the same page.
Corners are going to bail.
Ready, go!
Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Fourth down, Moore. Ripping through the defense. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Here's Moore to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. And his throw is incomplete.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
Fires to the tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Ducks are flying down the field.
They're trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter. Their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Smart play by the quarterback. Nothing open. Dump it off to your running back. And listen, he's a running back. He's used to having the ball in his hands, and he's a big running back. So if you want to bring that to the ground in the open field, it's very difficult. Great job by the running back making a play.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. More to the air again. Fires into the end zone. Couldn't make the grab in the end zone, but this flag looks as if it'll be on the defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on the doorstep. On the ground. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Ducks!
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
First part of the equation complete with the touchdown. Now the two-point try if you want to make the deficit just a field goal. Bringing the heat. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it.
It ain't over till the fat lady sings. They needed that two-point conversion so that they could get this thing within a field goal. Now you've got to go out and execute the onside kick, get it back, and it's all going to fall on the kicker.
They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. They got on the ball, but I believe he touched it before it went 10 yards, and there is a flag on the field. These onside kicks are nearly impossible anyway, but you have to at least give them a chance by getting the ball 10 yards. They'll take the penalty and take over with the lead. They'll move the wide receiver. Running inside. It's Washington. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. Washington again. Nice move to pick up yardage. Got a little grass. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. From the red zone, it's Washington. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. It is steeped in animosity and laced in bitterness, and in this one, it is crowned with victory for Washington as the Huskies take down the Ducks. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.